Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today, the morning turnip price was terrible. Like, awful. Is there something, has Steven? I know it can be easier to write something in a letter than say it face to face. I want to thank you for being my friend. You're the only superstar in my sky. Aw, embarrassed cookie. I would keep the letter, but I don't have letter space. It's a real shame. I don't know much what to yap about today. There's a skunk outside. Somewhere. It's dark. I can't see where. I can smell it's close, though. It's kind of funny. I've mentioned, like, oh, I smell a skunk nearby to a few people who, like, clearly have not been around that many people who smoke weed. Who are just like, yeah, you sure it's not just someone smoking weed? It's like, yes, I'm sure. I know the difference. I am Canadian, need I remind people, like, I know the difference. Like, yeah. It's not a great smell. Pinky, what's up, girl? I'm selling some of the things my fans are using to buy a glass top table. That news I'm selling at a good price. Has 1760 sound. Sounds like a year. And you probably need the money for something, so enjoy. Take it. It's yours, my friend. I should be doing business with you, Sparkles. And we got Cookie to talk with as I water more flowers. Yeah, today's just gonna be a water flowers and yap kind of day, I feel. It's just kind of what I'm feeling like. So you, hello, Ginger Snap. What's going on? Let's chat. Hey, my fortune said if I come into possession of a horned Hercules, I'll be even more stylish than I already am. Who knew that bugs could raise your fierce factor? You'll have to help me. That's where I can try. I think those can appear on trees this time of day. I think. Oh, why does this music make me yawn? I was not yawning before I started this. I still need to work out today as well. But the skunk smell has kind of made me go, huh, I should probably, like, record first. Because, like, yeah. Definitely does not, my nose does not react well to skunk smell, as it's supposed to. It's supposed to keep potential predators away. So, you know, it makes sense, but, yeah. Dina! Hoi! Just think about how nice it'd be to see you quackers. Yeah, let's chat. It's nothing quite like eating a peach from Orko, wouldn't you say? Certainly love them. Just talking about them I started craving. Go get me one? Sure thing. I suppose I am going to be getting a new controller soon, because this one's a little clicky. I don't know how this other one's going to be either, but I'm hoping it'll fit nicer in my hands, for one. And for two, like, it hopefully won't have the issues this one has. This controller is fine. It's a PS4 controller. Like, it's a pretty decent controller. But, it's cable plugging into it here is at a really awkward angle for when it's sitting flat. So I kind of have to drape it off the side of my shelf, or it's constantly pushing up on the charging cable, which is how it's connected to the PC. If I unplug it and then hit the PlayStation button, if the PlayStation 4 was plugged in, it would immediately power it up. Like, it's still paired to the PS4. It's, you know, I'm not using it wirelessly, even though in theory I could. My computer doesn't have a wireless adapter, so I actually can't. But Dina has a peach, and that's what's important. She's been waiting for that for so long, she's as good as she'd hoped. No, I don't need repaid. I don't need a folk guitar. Those are expensive. Peaches aren't worth that. But you are very welcome. But yeah, I was looking into like 8-bit dough controllers. And there was one I was looking at, and it was a good price. There was an identical listing for it was the same controller for more money, and both were by 8-bit do, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. So I'm humming and hawing and deciding, and then I go to open the page of the cheaper of the two identical controllers again. Page not found. Eh? So I then go to my history. Open the page that way. It opens the page just fine. I go to add it to my cart. There's an error. Yeah, the reason it's not there is they made a new listing, I guess. Or moved the listing to a different listing, and that the cheaper of the two identical controllers is no longer available. So that had me not as interested. I mean, I could spend over $100 on a controller, but I'd rather not. Especially when I'm not sure the controller is gonna work. And I've not heard the best things about 8-bit do, but they're cheap. They're cheap, and they make controllers in every form factor you could imagine. Like, so, you know, that's a bonus. The controller I'm getting is like a $25-ish controller from, what's the company called? Power A. It's a Power A Advantage for the Switch 2. I don't need it for the Switch 2, but, like, it looks like a solid controller. The reviews are good. Weirdly, it has all of the, like, start select buttons on the bottom of the controller. It also has, like, 2 extra buttons on the back, which should be fun to mess with. Yeah. That's what I'm looking into. If I like that controller, I might recommend it for people who don't want gyro controls, because it does not have gyro to it. I think I'm still in the camp of the Gamery controller is probably the best third-party Switch controller I've seen, just because it has gyro, and I would still be using it on my desktop if it worked with this headset's adapter plugged in, but it doesn't for some reason, and I don't know why. I couldn't get it to work, so that's why I'm using this controller instead, and I'm really hoping that the Power A controller will work, because this one works, and I don't know why the other one doesn't. I'm just kind of hoping. It's really quite odd. So, no even guarantee that that controller is going to work for me, but, you know, if nothing else, I could, I don't know, use it with the Switch 2, I guess. Like, I could do that. I mean, that is what it's for. I just play a lot of games that use gyro. But, I mean, it's supposed to, based on the reviews, it's supposed to have some really good... We haven't seen you in forever, and you come back with fleas. Where have you been, Paula? Why do you have fleas? I need to know. God, oh, gross, a flea? So guys, man, chase them off, but they're so totally in love with me, they come right back. Hey, don't tell anyone about this flea business, right? Not being able to catch my own fleas? Man, that's way not cool, sister. I won't tell no one. Did I, like, cycle the... I did cycle all the way around. Yeah, I did. Okay. Hey. Looking so you today, Pookie. What's up? Let's talk. Hey, I'd like you to come to my place sometime soon. Maybe we can learn for you. Depends on what sometime soon means. Can't do that. I have decided on a weapon for my replay of Monster Hunter World. I'm using the Insect Glaive because I've not used a huge amount of it, but every time I have used it, I've come away from it going, this is fun. And Monster Hunter World does have its Final Fantasy XIV crossover, which does include the Dragoon weapon for Insect Glaive. I know it's not a very good weapon. I don't think it has a master rank variant, which makes it literally useless. But I think I'm going to stop and try and grind it out just to say I did. Like, it's gonna take managing to beat Behemoth, which I'm also not gonna use guides for. I know there's guides. I know there's like, here's how to solo Behemoth easily. I don't want to do that. I want to figure it out myself. If I can't figure it out myself, I don't deserve the stuff. I've gotten close solo. I've gotten with my not Insect Glaive, my Switch Axe. I've gotten Behemoth to its final phase. And then I died to literally moving to an area that it couldn't get to sharpen my weapon. That's what I died to. It has I don't remember the exact mechanic, but I know it has a mechanic if you move to an area where it can't get to, where it does a thing that basically ended the run. I just don't remember. It's been too many years. I also spent a good bit tonight talking with some folks in the 8-Bit Discord about basically just Japanese. And reminded me that I really need to get back to my studies. I really haven't for a while. I'm almost thinking, though I probably won't do this, part of me kind of wants to just, like, find some sort of way to do, like, a cooldown for the end of my streams where it's just Japanese studies. Seems it probably won't work, especially because I can't even think of a way to do it outside of, like, maybe, like, doing a lesson in Learn Japanese to Survive? Like, I don't know. Honestly, the thing that I should probably figure out how to do, and I've been definitely thinking of this, and I know it can work, is doing my fitness boxing for the day as my cooldown at the end of a workout, at the end of a stream. Like, I know that will work. Like, I even know how I would do it. It just comes down to actually getting the, like, the Switch 2 set up. And also, like, I'm gonna have to, like, test the microphone in various positions to, like, properly get it going. I won't be able to, like, have my VTuber model properly working for it, but I can probably even still have it kind of there. I'll have to do some testing. The annoying thing is, I have food down here, ready to be eaten, but I cannot eat until after I work out. And I'm kind of hoping the skunk smell goes away soon, so I can go straight into working out after I'm done recording. Because, like, okay, I could exercise not long after eating. You can do that. It's fine. But I like to give my body around 2 hours to properly deal with the food I have consumed before exercising. Because the times that I have not, I have had really bad, like, indigestion and gas. And, like, my body is not happy when I do that. So, you know, I don't want my body to be unhappy. It's not ideal. I have to live in this thing. I don't want it to be unhappy. Where's the final fossil? Yeah, it has been really fun being back playing Monster Hunter World again. And like, this is my 4th time playing through the base of Monster Hunter World. I don't know how much of Iceborne I'm gonna do. I've never finished Iceborne. Iceborne is so much harder. Like, the difficulty jumps up like multiple cliffs. Like, and what I mean by that is it doesn't like go up instantly that multiple cliffs, but like you go, you know, the difficulty in base world is kind of like this. It gets progressively harder as you go. And then you reach Iceborne, where it's this. And then this. And like, it's just a cliff that's followed by a cliff. It's followed by a cliff. Like, you need to scale each cliff. There's an old Steven. Thought I'd come visit Oracle today. Good to see you. Yo, Steven. How you been? Just here to do some shopping. It's fair, my man. It's very fair. Henry! Ah, Steven, glad to see you're doing so well. Today I just felt like taking a trip to Oracle. It's fair, my man. It's very fair. Man, I'm already trying to put thought into, like, what next year's town is going to be called. I'm actually also still trying to think of, like, what game you guys are going to make me play next year. As a reminder, the poll for what game I'll be playing next year will go up on November 1st, and y'all will have until the end of November to vote on it. It will include every option except New Leaf, mostly just because there's not enough poll options for every single Animal Crossing game. The only exception to this is going to be if a new Animal Crossing game gets announced for next year, then I will just carry on in Oracle until we reach that point, and then I will be playing that game for the remainder of that year, and possibly another whole year of it. Or, if there is so much of an outcry in the comments of the poll for New Leaf, I will take the lowest voted option off and create a new poll with New Leaf, and then extend however long the poll goes for however long it's been. So, like, if there's a lot of outcry, like day 1, 2, it might go until, like, the 2nd or 3rd of December. You know, I might allow for that. Hey, did you find anything fancy to wear, honey? Gonna help you in stock. I'm wondering about where different clothing styles come from. It's the best way to blend in on vacation. It's very fair. Nah, I just want to chat. It's not shop all day, I still get happy on days with beautiful weather like today. Days like this, I'm making lots of bright, colorful clothes. But yeah, like, I'm kind of, with how the poll went last year, I'm expecting City Folk or Wild World to pull ahead. If you guys make me go straight back to New Horizons, I won't be upset. I mean, I kind of will be, because I'll have to lose freaking Astera, and I have grown very attached to Astera. And because I have the Switch 2 upgrade, I can't just transfer that island to my old Switch. It's stuck. It can't go nowhere. Or the same old shopping routine, youngs. How about we spice things up with a trade? Trade your Spinotail for my jungle camo shirt. Sure, mess up your house even more. Just do it. That was a nice trade, right? We really spice things up. Yeah, and you're gonna spice up your house with that fossil. It's gonna take up so much space. I wish I could stop yawning. Like coffee made with Kilimanjaro beans. So good, it brings a big smile to my face. Looks like no cream as well. So Kilimanjaro, no cream. I really need to work at Brewster's this year. I also really need to get around to going into the campsite. I'll get there. At some point. I could go to the campsite today. Yeah, I don't think you need any amiibo to actually go over there. So. The annoying thing with that is, again, if the 3DS had an actual video output, I have amiibo cards. I have the amiibo reader for the 3DS. I've done stuff with the campground on my 3DS. Because I can. But it doesn't have a video output. So I literally have no way... I haven't watered this flower. I literally have no way to actually capture from my actual 3DS. Which is something that I will constantly kind of jab Nintendo about. Like, I would love to be playing this on original hardware, and I'm glad the Switch and Switch 2 both have video outputs. You're gonna buy the shirt, don't you? Yeah, buy the tea. Get yourself some tea. Some tea in your life. Let me guess. Worse? Yep. 2 weeks in a row. 2 freaking weeks in a row. Monday morning is our best price. I'm gonna hold hope. I'm gonna hope that tomorrow is better. Maybe we'll have a Friday spike. I don't think that's possible, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll just have a Friday spike. I can hope. Let me hope. Let me cling to hope. It's how I've gotten through life. Let me do this. But yeah, at the moment when it comes to the controller as well, it's sitting in a message between me and my older sister because she has Amazon Prime and I don't. So her ordering it is like $8 cheaper than me ordering it. And I can just send her the money. I just want to see if she's, you know, if she'll do it first. And I'm pretty sure she's asleep right now. Because, like, yeah. What am I gonna do now? Okay. She's just like, he's just awkwardly staring at me. I'll just go. Okay. I don't know much what to do now. Confusing people with my cat. I had, so, to explain, the skunk, basically based on the smell, and I could kind of hear outside, was within earshot of the window, and upon hearing it, Frisk jumped down out of the window and went over to her bed. Like, she just noped out of the window. And I'd made a comment in the 8-Bit Discord being like, I am so thankful that despite Frisk having the survival instincts of a cabbage, that she at least knows not to pick a fight with a skunk through the window. And someone just replied with, oh, it's a pet named Frisk. Got confused. It's like, yeah, she does that. Though, I mean, I've also told this story before, but, Frisk earned her name. Like, when we got Frisk, she had an infection in both of her eyes, a lung infection. You know, she was not in a good way. She was, you know, this was at like 7-8 weeks old. Like, she was not in a good way. The vets were like, she may not make it. And this little crap, while getting eye drops, while getting medication, was the most energetic little determined kitten I've ever freaking seen. She was determined to make it, and she did. And she has lived up to that stubborn determination her entire life. This has been many years now. Like, she was not supposed to be, like, climbing things unless, she, they just couldn't stop her. And it's like, yeah, no, I could not stop her from climbing things. That is just what she wanted to do, and there was no stopping this. Like, she definitely earned the name Frisk. Like, and I'm so glad about that. Because, like, I would be a lot more lonely if I did not have Frisk here. Though, like, I didn't even intentionally get Frisk. I had been thinking, because, one of our old cats that used to spend a lot of time with me and was kind of just my buddy had passed away, and I'd taken some time to grieve, and, like, I was finally back to the point where I was thinking, I would like to have a cat again, because, like, they're just good buddies. So what I was thinking was to basically go to an animal shelter and adopt basically whatever cat had been there the longest, Like, that was my thought. I was like, you know what? No, I want to give a senior cat as good of a life as I can before it passes. And I would still like to do that someday. And with Frisk, she's a little too territorial and a little too obsessive over me. If we had gotten another cat when she was still, like, baby kitten, would probably have worked out. But now that she's, like, 4, 5 years old, somewhere in that range, she's kind of old at this point. And not exactly, like, viable at this point in time. But, a family friend had learned that I was looking for a cat, and they knew somebody whose barn cat had just had a bunch of kittens, and was like, hey, do you think Steve would want one? To my mother, and she was like, sure. So that's how I got Frisk. That's also why she showed up with so many health issues. She was the kitten of a barn cat. So, not exactly the best start to life. As much as I hate this thought, I wouldn't be surprised if she's outlived at least half of her siblings. Brother's got a new nickname. They call me Pookie. Use it too, right? Okay, you can call me that. Yippee! You'll be Pookie to me from now on. I mean, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that they're all still alive. Like, and if they all get proper care, I'm sure they are. But, like, that is just kind of the barn cat life. So. Yeah. Apologize, I got really sad. The music stopped. It's just like, dude. I know. It's my room for one flower here. I still want to do something else around here. Let me actually go talk with Isabel. That's something I could do. The mosquitoes are about. Freaking mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. Alright. Isabel, it's time for some very serious mayoring. In my very serious mayor uniform. Public Works Project. Let's see. What do I think I could put there? I still kind of am leaning, like, a hot spring, depending on what it looks like. Yeah, the hot spring could actually look kind of nice there. That looks like a 3x3? Yeah, because that's 1x1. Yeah, that's 3x3. There's probably room for it there. I think this is also technically a 3x3. Because it does take up space in all 9 squares. Let's try. Let's do it. The big issue is just simply getting Isabel to agree that something fits somewhere. Like, we can see it fits, but Isabel cannot see that it fits. Like, she's probably gonna complain. Let's try, like, right here. What do you think? I never know whether it goes off of me or Isabel. Yeah. Nah, it's never gonna fit here. Because now we're definitely too close to the fountain. I mean, we might be able to put it, like, right here. Right here, I believe, would technically fit. Okay, she might be basing it off of where she's standing. You never know. Let's flip around that. Where... Isabel. We're below it now. The annoying thing is, it would fit right here. We can all see it would fit right here. But, oh no, it's gotta be 2 spaces from the river. Okay. So, that's 2 spaces. It needs to be 3 from back here. Whoops. Hold on. You're a little in the way. Like, if she's gonna complain about anything, right here she should be complaining about the fountain. Like, an empty section of land. That's 2 left and right. 3 spaces back. We have that. What about here? Isabel, you're killing me. It would fit here. We can all see it would fit here. You gotta complain about the fountain now. Yeah. Isabel, please. Isabel. We have the space. We have the technology. But I think there's like a 2 square gap around the river. I could probably... maybe... What about right here? I mean, it's on the wrong side. Isabel, please. Cookie, talk some sense into her. She's being difficult. Can you stop being difficult? We have that space here, Isabel. Good enough. Let's do it. It's not where I wanted it, but it's good enough. It would have fit on the other side. It's not even a 3x3. It's 3 wide. So it's 3 wide, 2 tall. Like this is 2 squares tall, 3 squares wide. What do you mean it would be difficult to place here, Isabel? That might be 3 tall. No, that's only 2. Because it's not, like, this is... Yeah, it's 2 tall. And then... 3 wide. These aren't directly touching it, like, connected, because it's, yeah, this will have to be switched down a little bit. But yeah, it's... Literally it would fit. And we can walk around it. Isabel. Isabel. It would fit. Like, what do you mean? I'm pretty sure we could even have put it right here. Yeah, right here. You could still walk around it. It would have been right next to the river. You could have a nice river view while you're in the hot spring. Would have been really nice. Would have attracted all the tourists from everywhere, even though the internet is gone. The internet is no more. It would have worked. It would have magicked people into existence. But... Okay. Yeah, I'll cooperate, Lloyd. We'll have the hot spring tomorrow. Hopefully we can at least, like, put a bench up here. Like, a bench has to fit, right? Right? Freaking Isabel, man. That's gonna be it for today. We did some stuff, yapped about things, built a fountain, even though Isabel really did not want the hot spring to exist. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.